In the book of Joshua in the Old Testament, it's the story of the Israelites taking possession of the Promised Land. And so I'm picking up today in Judges chapter 1, which is kind of just a continuation of them taking possession of the Promised Land. And they said to God, who will go first to take possession of their allotted portion? And God says, Judah. So Judah says to Simeon, will you come with me and fight for my portion of land? And in turn, I'll go with you and fight for your portion. So they go, and you can see that they have success at every turn. Every group they come against, they have success. And you see in Judges 1, verse 19, it says, the Lord was with Judah. But I also think Judah is partially responsible for this success because he didn't quit. He had a tenacity. He had some stick-to-itiveness. And the Lord was with him. So I think the Lord blesses us when we work hard. So as we continue on in Judges chapter 1, well, first, the Reuben and Gad had already received their allotted portions of land on the eastern side of the Jordan before Moses died. So, and the Levites did not receive a portion of land because the Lord was their portion, and they got the priesthood as their inheritance. So we see these other 10 tribes. There's 13 altogether. If you remember that Joseph got a double portion, that's how we get Ephraim and Manasseh. So we go through, and starting in verse 21 of Judges 1, it says, Benjamin did not drive out the inhabitants of the land. 27, Manasseh did not drive them out. Ephraim didn't drive them out. Zebulun didn't drive them out. Asher and Naphtali didn't drive them out. And we come to verse 34 where it says, the Amorites forced the children of Dan into the mountains, for they would not allow them down in the valley. And so seven tribes did not go in and take possession of God's promise to them. They did not take possession of the blessings that God had planned for them. And the tribe of Issachar is not even mentioned in this chapter. So what I see is that Reuben and Gad slid into their inheritance under the blessings of Moses, and that only Judah and Simeon actually went forth with enough hard work and enough determination to actually receive what God had promised for them. And you see in verse 19, the Lord was with Judah. So what is the promise that God has made to us? What is the promise God has made to you for your life? And are you stepping out with the Lord's blessing to fulfill that promise in your life? And what are the things that would prevent God from being with you? Do you have disobedience? Do we have unconfessed sin? Are we in our prayer life the way we should be so that God would be with us? And are we stepping forward in faith, in the power of the Spirit, to claim all that God has promised for us as His people?